Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fair catch called for and made. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, wants to throw it. He's right on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramirez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clemson jumps to the line. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this off.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win around the edge, get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. NC State 15, Clemson 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And it's up and no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramirez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This is a designed run. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards. What a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
NC State, 28. Clemson, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Ramirez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They're bringing heat. Makes the grab over the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Direct snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. NC State going up tempo. Quarterback will keep it. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ramirez. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Getting some heat. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping thing going on elsewhere. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Wide receiver shows motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pass is intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State 38, Clemson 28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ramirez. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
State Wolfpack will take over 1st and 10.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Delivers the contact. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? NC State quick to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're setting up the screen. Just steamrolling his way through. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Wide out in motion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got him wide open. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That pass is incomplete. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
17-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, NC State 46, Clemson 28.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Using his feet. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on second down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good timing on the quick out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's two.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Third and goal coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, NC State! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Off-play action on first down. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free.
Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
35.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
At the 36-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He'll ride his man on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Corners are going to bail. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. NC State going up tempo. Tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry.